another box. Alright, just drag that to the side for now because I don't actually remember exactly where it's going to go. You'll see when you actually do the rest of the cylinder. Tubes, I suppose, would be next then. Okay, so what we're going to do is go for a tube, select your size, perfect. It's alright because you can just change the size of it anyway in a minute. Once you've done that, I want you to drag it right over so you can see where it's meant to go. Fill it down a bit because it does not need to be that big. Whoops. When making sure you shrink the size of it, don't just do the length because otherwise you'll make it more square. So do it all the way. Okay, now we're going to use the bend tool. So on the modifiers, go to bend. Obviously it's going to be 118, that's not exactly hard to work out. Right, let's have a look at it because I can't exactly remember what it ends up like. But my god, that's not right, is it? It's the end of the world. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Scrap from here, revert back, and we will go into with a cylinder. Okay, so now we're going to make the tube. We're going to use a cylinder again. 32. No, let's go for something a bit easier. Let's have 18 this time for 10 segments. Okay, as you can see it's not thick enough, so we're going to enlarge the size of it. But it's too long, so it's still using the selection uniform scale. Shrink that down to size. Move tool. Drag it where it needs to be. It's too small again. Enlarge it. Okay, now we're going to try this with bend. I'm not going to make any promises, but we're going to try it. Okay, just give me a couple of seconds to see what I can do with it. Right, the gizmo. I want you to select gizmo and move and drag that gizmo to the center. Now hopefully that should bend in the center now. And she's not. I wish I could remember I did that. Okay, scrap that again. Right, now we're going to do the tube. Now this is very awkward. It really did bug the crap out of me. So we're going to go for height segment of 10, sides 18, cap segment 1. Now the tube starts roughly about there. And we'll go up and around. So obviously it's just one basic at the moment. Now scroll over to here. Poly. Full screen it. Now the tube finishes in this bit here, in between the green and the purple part. So what I want to do is bring that to there. I'm going to click on the rotate tool because I need to rotate it. Remember, there are easier ways of doing this. I'm just going from what I can remember. What I might actually do though is once I've done that is just copy it over and mirror it, because it's that much of a bitch. Right, okay, there you go. There's my rotation done on it. But what I am going to do is delete there, and I'm going to go to modifiers, mesh editing, symmetry, mirror, to there. Now, we've got the world along stream, so if I do that and just keep going up, no, that's not going to work quite like that. So what I want you to do now then is leave it like that, poly, bring these two closer together, until they meet, and weld them. See, you've gone from 288 to 270. Okay, now let's have a quick look at that and see how she looks. Right, as you can see, she's a little bit too big, too wide. So the simple thing to do is to shrink her. And then these polys here, drag them over. These polys here, drag them. Oh, sorry, still want your top view. Just watch out for that little thing, it's a pain in the bum. Okay, I must admit, that bit's actually turned out better than the one I did originally on my Connie, so you guys are in luck. Okay, just a little bit bigger. It's alright, you can just keep fiddling around with this until it's right. Okay? Do not just go, oh my god, this bit's awkward, and give up, because that's where a lot of people go wrong. Okay, now I'm happy with that. Move that in. Move that to there. And you've got it. Okay, now that tube you've got there will come in so helpful later, trust me. Because it's so bloody hard to make, you can use that again and again and again. So now you've got your shit. Now that's all together, let's make the rest of it. Back to your standard geometry shapes. Go for a cylinder. Oh yeah, reset the fuse all back to normal first. Zoom all. Then you want to zoom extends and zoom extends all. That will put them all back to scratch. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. Move it out so you've got the centre lines. Sphere down to 32. Piece of cake. In the middle. And drag it down. You don't want 10 segments on this, so make that 1, please. There you go, you've got your basic shape. Right click on the left view again, enlarge it. Bring it over to there. Right, you can't really see it, it's a bit difficult to see because it's a poor image I'm using. So we're going to work in vertex mode. So